Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Inspector Jennifer McKinnon from the Major Crimes Division. I have here with me this morning is Sergeant Wade McDonald from the Homicide Unit. On November 26 at 4 a.m., officers responded to the 100 block of Langside Street for the report of multiple injured people. 5 adult victims were located in the suite suffering from gunshot wounds. Crystal Beardy, Stephanie Beardy, Melilik Lesikel, and Dylan Lavely. They all succumbed to their injuries that day. A 55-year-old male is still in very critical condition at hospital. Through the tireless and coordinated efforts of the Homicide Unit, Forensic Identification Specialists, and Firearms Investigative Analysis Section, the suspect was identified, and late last night, a warrant of arrest was issued for Jamie Randy Felix, 32 years, of Winnipeg, Manitoba. He was arrested. The warrant is for the charges of second-degree murder ×4, attempt to commit murder. At 6:30 this morning, with the assistance of General Patrol and our tactical support team, the suspect was safely taken into custody in the 100 block of Fernwood Avenue. This is still very much an ongoing investigation, and we will not be providing further details at this time surrounding the investigation. I can tell you the Homicide Unit continues to work closely with our Family Support Resource Advocate and victim service workers to support the families and community through this tragedy. This has been a stressful time for not only the Winnipeg Police Service, but the entire city and beyond. It's times like this when we really need to come together as a community to lend to support one another. We can't do this alone. I'd like to invite questions if you have, just keeping in mind that this is an ongoing investigation. It's very early this morning that we have the suspect in custody. So Sergeant McDonald and myself will do our best to answer what you have.
Do you have any other suspects?
No.
Fernwood, is that a residence? Where is it?
It is a residence.
Did the victims know the suspect now?
It's too early to say in the investigation at this time.
Has the firearm been recovered?
We're still working through this.
Was the suspect in the room with the other victims on the night of the shooting?
Again, that's gonna speak back to the investigation. We have the suspect in custody, and that's going to come out further as we move forward.
Does this suspect have any prior convictions?
The suspect is known to police. You know what? I think it would be too early for me to make that assumption. I don't know the dynamics of his relationship to that location at this time.
On Monday, Chief Smythe said that a lot of people who commit these types of crimes are on parole or on bail. Is that the case here?
He was on a court release. I don't have the details to what that release order was and the circumstances surrounding it at this time.
And when was the suspect's identity confirmed by police?
It was confirmed yesterday, late in the day. What scene are we referring to? The homicide scene or the scene of... the homicide scene, actually, Sergeant McDonald might be able to speak better to that. He's the lead sergeant in charge of this investigation.
Good morning, everyone. No, we are no longer at the Langside scene.
How long were you there for?
We cleared the scene yesterday afternoon.
Are you able to go through what officers were dealing with since Sunday at the scene?
Well, my investigative team was called out early Sunday morning. Since that time, over the last number of days, we worked endless hours, conducting canvases, reviewing video, conducting interviews, and attempting to solve this as quick as we can.
Can you speak about how many resources this took, like how many officers, how many vehicles?
I could say that the executive management team was very supportive of this. Whatever I needed, they provided.
Do we have any more information about how the victims knew each other?
That's forming part of our investigation right now, determining background information on the victim and the suspect and the relation to the residents as well as the suspect to the victims.
Have police spoken with the resident?
Which residents you referring to?
The resident that lived in the room that
The person that, yes, we have.
And I mean, I suspect you won't feel Lance, but do you have any indication, can you say anything about why the victims were at this?
I'm not going to comment on that right now.
It's too early to say.
Is there any update on the victim who remains in the hospital?
He's still very much critical.
I don't know if you have any information to give, but what led to the arrest of Jamie Felix?
What I can say is that over the course of the last number of days, after an extensive review of the information from our investigators, we were able to identify a suspect late yesterday afternoon, and a charge was authorized by Manitoba Justice.
police were asking for the call-in, if any tips or having security footage. Did that help with this investigation?
Absolutely. To solve these types of events, we need the community support, and we're very much welcoming, speaking to our investigators, contacting us, very, very helpful.
What are the next steps and when can we expect another update if there will be any?
The next steps is continue on with the investigation. Today, we're going to be executing a number of search warrants and continuing on interviewing people involved in this investigation.
Are you anticipating making more arrests?
At this time, I don't know.
Again, you got to realize we just have the suspect in custody this morning, so that's going to take some time to work through with this investigation.
But at this point, you believe you have one homicide suspect, or there may be more people connected to the investigation?
Well, yes, correct, yes.
Do we know anything about a possible motive? I know last time we sort of discussed the gang, drugs-related activity potentially.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that motive right now.
How many police officers work on this?
I couldn't give you a number, but I can say several.
And I can extend further, like this is Sergeant McDonald, he runs the homicide unit, but this is a collective effort through all our units within the police service coming together. So we're looking at, our obvious tactical support team, general patrol, the forensic identification specialists, many resources, even our civilian members in our court unit, when we identify this suspect and being able to get the charges laid and over to our magistrates. This is a combined effort within our service. This investigation is obviously driven through the tireless efforts of the homicide unit, but there's a lot of other people and a lot of other units within our service that brought us to this arrest this morning.
Said that there may be extra police resources in West Broadway area. Is that still the case? Will there continue to be more?
I can't speak to Chief Smythe. Obviously, making this arrest, I think, should give the community of West Broadway some relief. But in regards to further resources, I can't speak to what the plan is for that area.
Speak, building on what Colleen said there, I mean, what's your message to the public and perhaps with you not at ease over the past few days?
I think we've all felt not at ease, including the police service, right? So our message to them is that we do have a suspect in custody for that homicide and for that shooting. So I feel like that in itself should provide the community some sort of relief. But like I said, and Sergeant McDonald said, we still have a lot of work to do on this.